Hello, this is Alex. This is my second YouTube video, and in this one, I'm going to be doing a really easy cow print eye look. It came out pretty nice, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Whenever I start my makeup, I usually just use a black eyeshadow with a brown eyeshadow mixed together so that they're not too dark. And then once I'm done filling them in, I set them with Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow, and then I use the NYX Control Freak, and that's just to set them. And then to conceal, like to clean them up a little bit more, I use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation and concealer, and I just use it underneath my brow like to clean them up a little bit. And then I moisturize and like I prime my face after I'm done with my makeup, and then I set it with I think it's the Too Faced powder, like the Born This Way, like it's a translucent powder, and like I just put it all over my face, and then I leave my skin alone because I go on to the eyes. So for the eyes, I use the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear, and I use the shade Vanilla 355. It's a really light shade compared to my skin tone, but I use it for my eyeshadow like as a primer, and I just apply it like all over my eye, and then I go in with the eyeshadow. It makes the colors really pop and it looks really nice, so I just use that. So all the eyeshadows I use are from the James Charles palette. They're just like a light pink and the white, and then I just use the e.l.f. eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, for the like little black spots for the cow print, and that's basically all I did. And so I use like really thin eyeshadow brushes. They're like for liner, but I use them to do like the pink outline, the pink outside of the eyeshadow look. And it was actually really easy. It was like painting, so I was like, okay, I got this. And I like blended with those little teeny tiny brushes. I was shook. I was like, damn, I really freaking did that. Like, wow, like I was like, dang dude, like I really did that. Also, here is where I knew that I messed up. Like, like I had to go in and I have this Pond's moisturizer, which is really good by the way, and I usually use that like when I'm gonna cut my crease, like to clean off like the like excess concealer on my crease, so I could apply new concealer. Cause like when you put eyeshadow on top of it, like eyeshadow like falls out, like you have fallout, and it goes onto like the plain concealer. I don't know if that makes sense, but I use it to clean up basically. And I had to clean out the whole inside of the outlined part, like the whole inside, because I put white shadow first and it was gonna make it harder like to do like what I wanted to do. So I just had to clean it all out, and I had to go back in with concealer to fix it. And bruh, it was a struggle, but I mean I freaking did it. Like I was shook with myself. Like, you know when you accomplish something that you don't think you're gonna be able to pull off, and you pull it off, and you just sit there in amazement at yourself, because you're like, wow, you actually did it. Like it actually worked out. Good job, you know. Also, like when I started doing like the little spots of the for the cow print, I realized that I blocked the whole view. Like you can't see what I'm even doing. Like my big ass fucking paws are in the way. You can't even see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. Like I had it set up so wrong. I should have changed the angle. I'm so stupid. But I mean, you can kind of see what I'm doing. It's just little splotches, so I think you can figure it out. So after eyes, I go on to foundation, And I like to use the Anastasia Luminous Foundation because it's like not too matte, and it's doesn't make my skin look gross. Like it doesn't make my skin look really dried out and textured, because I have really dry skin. So when I use like a matte foundation, it makes my skin look gross. And I use the shade 315N, and it's like my perfect match. I love this foundation so much, like I will die by it. After foundation, I like to go in with concealer, and I use two concealers. The first one being the Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. I use the shade 40NY, and I put it on under my eyes, on my forehead, on my nose, and like below my cheekbone. And I usually blend the perimeters of my face, and then once my under eye concealer has sat for a little bit, I go in and blend under there. And then after the Stay Naked one, I use the Too Faced concealer in the shade Almond. And I really like mixing the two concealers because it gives you more coverage, and it just makes like your under eye look so flawless. Like I don't know, like I have really crazy under eyes, so when I use these two together, I feel like it stops my eye from creasing so bad. I don't know, like I feel like these two are just magic. I love using them together, you know? Then as soon as I start like blending my under eye, I go in with a setting powder, like to set it as soon as I'm done blending, and it's the Milk Makeup setting powder, and I use for my under eye the medium, translucent medium. And I set both of my eyes with that, and then the inner corner of my under eye, I use the translucent light one, just to like brighten it up a little bit, and I let it sit for just a little bit. Like I don't bake under my eye a lot because I have really dry skin, and I've noticed that my under eyes are really dry. So when I bake, it just gets really crusty, and I end up creasing a lot worse. I don't know why, it just happens like that, and I don't like having my under eyes look super freaking dry. So I don't bake. I don't like to. I only bake like on the sides of my nose and underneath my cheekbones. That's where I bake. And when I'm done setting my under eye, I go and I set the rest of my face using the medium translucent powder, and I just set all over my face very lightly. And I move on to contouring, and I use two contouring shades, one that's like a more cool toned, and then one that's a little bit more warm. And the first one I use is the cool toned one, and it's by Milani, and it's shade 3 Suntan. And I just put it like a little bit higher than my actual cheekbone, so that my cheekbones look more like, you know, like a lot more snatched, and my face looks nice. And then I use another one by Neutrogena, and I actually don't know what shade it is. I think it's it's also golden tan. But this one is a lot like more like warm. It's more reddish, and I like it to warm up my face. And afterwards, like after I'm done like with those two, I blend them, and it looks really nice. And then I go in with another shade that's a lot more cooler and a lot darker. It's from like this palette, I don't even know the name of it. It's like Nightingale palette or something, and it's like a medium brown, but it's really cold toned. And just to deepen up my contour a bit, and I contour my cheekbones and my jawline a little bit, you know, just to get a more defined jawline. And then I contour the fuck out of my nose. I'm trying to have like a freaking snatched, can't even breathe through my nose type of nose, if that makes sense. Like I want to have a drag queen nose, you know, like I want to have a cute little dainty nose. So I freaking contour the fuck out of my nose. Also, when I'm done like contouring with those shades, I go in with like these like orangey brown shades from the James Charles palette, and I add just like the tiniest freaking bit, because if you add too much, your face looks too orange, like your contour. And then I add like a little bit of this like reddish brown one, and it just adds like more warmth to like so that the dark brown, like the cool tone brown, isn't so stark against our skin, you know. And then once I'm done with that, I blend it out also, and then I go in with blush. And I don't even know the brand of the blush I use. I just know my mom got it for me, and it was like really like cheap. It was like $3 or something, and it's like a light coral color. And it's honestly, the day that I run out of that blush, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because it's like the perfect base color blush. And I use that, and then on top of it I use like the orange from the James Charles palette, and then the color next to it that's like an orangey red, and I use those two together on top of the blush I use, and it looks so good and gorgeous. Like, it's like the perfect orangey blush. And I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of that base color blush, because it's like, it's a game changer, man. I don't even know what brand it is, honestly. And I go in on my cheeks, on the apples of my cheeks, and on my nose, because I like how it looks. It looks really cute, so I do that. And then after my blush, I go in with the Juvia's Place. Oh, I think I said it wrong. Juvia's, yeah, it is Juvia's Place highlighter. It's like a loose highlighter, and be really careful with that one if you have it, because bro, a little bit, it goes a long way. It goes a long ass fucking way. Like, it's so bright. I love it. It looks gorgeous. And then after I'm done with my highlight, I go in with my lashes. And I just got those lashes off of Amazon. They were like $7 for 5 pairs, and they're so gorgeous. Like, I got like 20 of them. Like, they're my favorite. They're like dramatic ass lashes, so they're pretty heavy. So if you don't like dramatic lashes, don't get those. But I just got off of Amazon, so yeah. And then I put those on, and I put also lash glue along my waterline, so that the lashes like stay on and they don't like come off throughout the day. And then once I'm done with that, I set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter spray, and then I dab it in with my beauty blender. Like, I just pat it into my face, so that everything that is unblended becomes like blended together, and you have like an airbrushed effect on your makeup, and it just looks really stunning. Once I'm done doing that, I go in with lip liner. I don't even know what brand of lip liner is. I just know I got it from the swap meet, and it's like a reddish brown. And I overdraw my lips because, you know, I'm trying to have thick ass fucking juicy lips. And I just add like a gloss on it, and it's by Hard Candy. It's called like plumping serum or something like that, and it's like a brownie orange color. And yeah, that's the lip combo I do all the freaking time. And yeah, that's what I do for my lips. And then after that, the look's done. So that's the end of the video, and I hope you guys liked the look, and I hope you liked the video. If you guys want, subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Like it would actually make my entire day. So yeah. Anyways, have a good day. Bye.